For decades North Korea has thumbed its nose at the international community, frustrated successive administrations in Washington and brought the world to the brink of war.
But this year, tensions between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un reached new highs.
Both leaders can be impulsive and unpredictable at times.
Despite incendiary threats by Trump, Kim has shown no signs of backing down from developing a nuclear weapon capable of striking the U.S.
Mainland.
So Kim ended the year as he began it, by defying the world and continuing on a dangerous path.
First test.
Three weeks after Trump was sworn in, North Korea tested its first missile of the year, a Pukseong-2, a long-range ballistic missile.
Kim was at the site of the launch and gave the order, according to North Korea's news agency. It would go on to launch a record number of missile tests.
Half-brother's assassination.
Kim's exiled half-brother, Kim Jong Un, was poisoned with a toxic nerve agent in Malaysia in February. Investigators believe the North Korean leader ordered the killing of his half-brother, a potential rival.
Killing more rivals.
Shortly after killing Kim Jong Un, the North Korean leader ordered the execution of at least 5 senior government officials for making false reports. Kim was in his 20s and relatively unknown and untested when he came to power in 2011.
He has been ruthless since then, knocking off potential rivals.
American captive dies. Otto Warmbier, a 22-year-old University of Virginia student, was released in June after spending 17 months in prison.
At first it appeared North Korea was making a conciliatory gesture toward the new administration.
But Warmbier was returned in a vegetative state and died less than a week after returning home.
He had been sentenced to 15 years hard labor on charges he attempted to steal a propaganda poster from a hotel. At least 3 Americans remain captive in North Korea.
Threatening Guam.
Kim threatened to launch a test missile toward Guam, a U.S.
territory that is home to key U.S.
naval and air bases.
Unlike previous missile tests aimed at nearby waters, this was a direct threat against the United States. Trump said he would retaliate with fire and fury.
North Korea did not follow through in firing a missile near Guam.
First hydrogen bomb test. In September, North Korea detonated what scientists said was its first test of a hydrogen bomb, the 6th and most powerful explosion yet.
It's not clear whether North Korea has mastered the technology to place a warhead on a long-range ballistic missile, but Kim's regime has dozens of nuclear bombs.
Threatens U.S. aircraft.
North Korea Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho in September said the United States has effectively declared war on his country and it has the right to shoot down U.S.
military aircraft.
The U.S., which frequently flies warplanes in international airspace near North Korea as a show of force, said it will not back down from conducting the flights. Extreme insults.
Kim labeled Trump a mentally deranged U.S.
dotard, an old person who is weak, in September amid an alarming war of words between the two leaders.
Trump has responded with his own series of insults, including mocking the North Korean leader as Little Rocket Man.
U.S.
Capital targeted.
In the most recent missile test in November, the North Koreans launched a missile with a potential range of 8,000 miles, putting it in striking distance of Washington, D.C.
It flew higher than any other missile tested by North Korea and is evidence of progress in technology.
Shooting at defectors.
The demilitarized zone between North and South Korea is one of the tensest borders on the planet, so any incident there carries the risk of war. This week a North Korean soldier defected by fleeing across the demilitarized zone.
South Korea fired warning shots at North Korean soldiers later trying to search for the soldier.
It was the second such defection in 2 months and the fourth this year. A North Korean soldier who escaped on November
13 was shot 5 times but survived.